What's up again, guys? Yeah, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Dova Kid, and welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Original Sin 2. And before we begin, be sure to hit on the subscribe button for more great videos. Alright, in the previous episode, we've entered the city as famous monster slayers. And though slightly on the wrong foot, as he was about to behead someone, we've met Lord Linder Kemm as well, the leader of the Paladins. Today we're gonna be demon slayers, and also get acquainted with Lord Kemm's wife, Lady Paulina. Anyway, there are no quests in this vid, but my ultimate goal here is to get my ass to level 20, cause the difficulty curve of this game suddenly spikes at this point. And to remind you again, since the beginning, I'm not on the modes of Story, Explorer, or Classic.
This is Tactician mode.
And as per the wiki, these are exactly its differences from Classic. On a side note, the speculation of whether enemies do have extra skills is in fact true. Cause time and again, in my vids, we've encountered some enemies with special auras and passives. Anyhow, this is the stats of one of the level 20 enemies that I'll be facing later. Just look at those armors and that King 12k HP. How am I supposed to bring that shite down when my squad is only level 19? And my damage, on average, doesn't even reach a quarter of those combined figures. But you know me, I always find ways. And the way is via Lady Kemm's tea, which is somehow like the Dreamer Pipe and herb mixes back in Act 2, a difficulty equalizer.
Real antiques at realistic prices.
Perhaps he may find someone. But let's not hold our breath, shall we? Morty! Oh, did you get an invitation to tea? You must have misread the date, my dear. My hands are already full. Shall Lord Kemm be joining us, my lady?
The leaves are not the final product. We have yet to combine them with her teapot.
Linda, I fear, is far too busy with his little coup. Perhaps he may find some time for us later. But let's not hold our breath, shall we? Morty! Come out, wherever you are! I'll talk to my husband. He loves children so.
Okay, these are the effects. And what's more OP about them is in battle, using them costs no AP. Isn't that amazing? But take note, besides being expensive, she will only sell 6 leaves of each at a time. And you have to wait for her to restock after an hour or when you level up. Which, by the way, I'm used to already. Leaving the game running for hours, that is, to restock the modded Select Merchants of Crafting overhaul, which I featured back in episode 33. Anyway, in that same vid, I mentioned a way to force restock vendors, which only works on vanilla ones, and she is a vanilla merchant. But I haven't tried it on her yet. Perhaps you can tell me in the comments if it does. Anyhow, the link is in the description. Alright, now the fight with Nemesis demons, which are disguised as ordinary citizens in certain spots in the city, namely here near the consulate, then at the garden deeper into Kemm's mansion, and at the schoolyard. This is actually part of the Doctor's Orders quest, which started back in Blood Moon Island in Act 2. There, we've learned that Dr. Deva here in Arx is actually the demon Adramalik. And I also killed his servant, the Advocate. So he's out for blood, and sends 4 very strong demons with a whopping kill EXP of nearly 150k each. However, there's a catch. The game recognizes that you would most likely be underpowered for this match, which I am obviously. So, if any one of them gets their HP sliced in half, they will all escape, hence denying you entirely of EXP. If you killed 1 demon, you're good. If you killed 2 or 3, you're Imba, and I salute you. Me, with the help of Lady Kemm's tea and some tactical positioning on triggering the fight, I will kill all f***ing 4 of them. Just watch.
I hope none of this is killed.
I know quality when I see it, and I bet you do too. Care to trade? This will all blow over, trust me. We can be happy elsewhere.
Burning blood begins to gush from the eyes, mouths, noses, and ears of several bystanders. Their flesh melts away, revealing hellish figures beneath.
You spilled the blood of the Advocate. The Doctor demands a reckoning.
Precisely, Pews. That was indeed 0 deaths. That was nearly 600k EXP in total. Wow. By the way, another important note. Once you've fought them in any of the 3 possible spots in the city, the other 2 encounters will no longer exist. Thus, you only get 1 shot to score the full 600k EXP. But in other versions of the game, it's possible to encounter them more than once. Okay, though that was a lot of EXP, I'm still short for level 20. But don't worry, I have another ace up my sleeve. When I was about to enter Act 3, I presented the Djinn and his wishful thinking quest, and I showed a way to cheese him. Then there was a fight, but I said that was only an exhibition, because I reserved him for this final act, and now's the perfect time. By the way, though I already mentioned it back there, let me repeat. All the rewards from granting you a wish are bullcrap. His only use is for kill EXP, cause the amount you get scales with your level. And to cheese him in this act, follow me.
You'll be back to your old self soon.
You take the dirt fleck lamp out of your bag. It feels strangely warm in your hands. The lamp feels strangely hot to your touch. As you wipe away the years of dirt and grime, it trembles in your hand. Heavy smoke spills out of the spout of the lamp, falling to your feet, where it flows away from you. The vapor arches into the air and starts to take shape before you.
Who summons the... What? One of you?
His face twists into a sneer, and he flicks at his claws.
What's wrong, Godwalker? Did the Seven turn you down too? Or are you here seeking even more power? I should strike you down where you stand, God Taint. As treacherous as the gods that tainted you.
What a f***ing stupid shite. Didn't even give me the chance to use teleport. Good job. Anyway, I leveled up, which means Lady Kemm restocked. Now I'm off to again barge in uninvited on another tea party. By the way, my next set of vids is gonna be a sub-arc on my final character builds. So, stay tuned in. And that is all there is for now. Thanks for watching. Also, check out other videos from Sabbath Clan Philippines and subscribe. See you on my next vid. Peace out, y'all.